Well, first of all, let me say good morning and welcome everybody to the Mayor's Briefing today. This morning we have friends with us from the Workforce Alliance who will be discussing youth employment. For those that don't know me, youth employment is something that is very near and dear to my heart. And then we'll discuss this weekend's grand opening of the Northeast neighborhood's Redbud Trail. Youth employment. I'd like to kick off this morning by inviting Kathy Jewett with Workforce Alliance up to discuss a summer youth employment initiative aimed at improving training and networking opportunities for youth in our community. Again, this is something that is near and dear to my heart because I actually believe that all youth that want to work during the summer should have that opportunity. Providing youth with opportunities like this for learning, engagement, and network is crucial to their success and to the success of our communities. We must work harder together to cultivate our next generation of leaders. And the Workforce Alliance is working on engaging our community, and they're our partner to help train and retain young talent while developing a skilled workforce. Kathy, would you like to discuss this just a little bit further?
Thank you, Lavonta. The Youth Employment Project is an opportunity to assist young adults in finding employment. Services to young adults through the YEP include assistance in resume creation, job search, preparing for interviews, as well as additional education in soft skills, customer service, and money management. The Workforce Alliance proposes to serve 200 young people in 2016. I would also like to recognize Jennifer Hughes with High Touch. She's here with me this morning, another employer partner, and a few of our young adult interns who are also here with us today. Thank you for your participation in the YEP. Internship opportunities provide exposure to the workplace, instill leadership and soft skills, and prepare young adults for success in the local, regional, and global economy. Studies show that work experience increases academic achievement and career planning. The internship is more than just about the job placement. Young adults learn workplace ethics, financial literacy, and long-term career opportunities. Employers who take part in the YEP benefit by filling needed positions, diversifying their workforce, as well as giving employees the chance to mentor a young adult. Employers who hire YEP participants are also helping to train the next generation of our workforce. The Youth Employment Project is designed to make it as easy as possible for employers to participate. The interns are placed through Manpower to cover workers' compensation, liability insurance, and taxes. The Workforce Alliance also assigns a job coach for each young intern to work with the employer during the placement. There are 3 funding options for employers. Option 1, the employer reimburses the Workforce Alliance in full for the wages and placement costs, typically $2,000 at the end of the internship. Option 2, the employer reimburses the Workforce Alliance for half of the wages and placement costs, typically $1,000 at the end of the internship. And option 3, the employer provides an internship and the Workforce Alliance subsidizes wages and placement costs. The Workforce Alliance will provide a full subsidy at no cost to the employer. As an employer partner with XLT Evans, I challenge other businesses to get involved with the YEP and place interns this summer under option 1. We need partner companies to get involved and make a positive impact on our future workforce. Thank you.
Have something to say?
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Kathy. I'm looking forward to that. I also just love the opportunity that our young people have to be in employment during the summer. It teaches them so many skills that are necessary as they begin to go into their further years of college or go into their years of employment as we as adults have. And now it's a pleasure to invite everyone to a ribbon cutting that is so near and dear to my heart. And it's a great community and quality of life project, and it's called the Redbud Trail. The Redbud Trail in northeastern Wichita is built along the former Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad corridor. one of the largest freight railroad networks in North America. And also, it is a rails to trails. And so I am so excited to introduce that to the community on Saturday. A stretch of the historic railroad corridor from Murdoch and I-135 to 17th Street North and Oliver has been abandoned in this area for a number of years. Now, at one point, we did put gravel over the dirt, and people began to use it that way. It was something that was so necessary that people wanted that particular trail in order to move them further east. On December the 11th in 2012, the City Council approved a budget and a design concept to transform the abandoned railroad track into the Redbud multi-path. Along the 2.5-mile route, the trail passes city parks, employment hubs, and the Wichita State campus. It's an example of a rail-to-trail project that offers our residents another quality of life improvement. I'll have to tell you another secret. This trail is like no other in the state, and I challenge you to find another one like it within the country. Because the pause points at Hillside and trailheads at 13th and 17th Streets include art depicting stories of the families and the events that helped shape Wichita. So as we look at the 17th and Oliver Pause Point area, it talks about the plane crash that happened in Colorado with our football players. It talks about some of our sports people like Kelly Pete and Antoine Carr. So it has photos of those people who have made a difference in the city of Wichita. I'll have to tell you that this project started as I was thinking about art and history. I really wanted art to cover up some of the boarded up houses. So I was working with the Wichita Art Museum Board of Directors, and we went down on 9th Street, and we said, wouldn't it look better if we took these boarded up houses and painted murals on those so that our youth wouldn't have to see just boarded up homes? That evolved into where we are now because we serve to provide shade and utilize the trail. It also beautifies the area and showcases parts of our city's history. This is not just an expanded bike path with beautiful design elements. It's a visual history of our city and the Northeast community. As we were in a Fairmount meeting just recently, the story of Fairmount and the university being called Fairmount is depicted on small tile that are on the bike path. I would also like to say local artists participated in this project, and they went to families and they called out to the community, please tell us if you have history that can go on this path. So we'll be thanking a group of people that helped make this project come together. A group of local artists is who we used, and some of them were from retired USD 259 personnel. We brainstormed and we talked about the design of the path and of the pause points, and they were Norm Terry, Todd Whipple, Tina Morano, Charles Davis, and Janice Thacker. They all helped bring this history to fruition here in the city of Wichita. I've often seen neighbors and community members going often, so that they can get a little bit more and a little bit more of the story. We've already had those students who are homeschooled to go to the bike path in order to study history and art. We've also had a busload of people from rural community to come in to see this bike path and to answer questions. So again, it's a bike path like no other in the state, and I challenge the country to have one as well. The ribbon cutting will take place at 11:15 a.m. on Saturday, May the 7th, at the southwest corner of 17th and Oliver. We'll have music by the organization called Arise, and we'll have stories being told by the Wichita Griots. We'll also recognize the individuals depicted along the path. I hope to have out Miss Rosie Hughes, who was very influential in the Dockham Drugstore sit-in. She doesn't get out very much as yet because of age, but she is one person that if she can't get there, I will myself go by and pick her up. It's that important that she understand that we told her story and that her story will be there for quite a while. I would love it if the community came out to support this great trail and celebrate our rich history. It is such an exciting project, and I have enjoyed every moment of helping to put this project together and watching community members go out to survey what is going on. We've had very good results from this trail. We've had many, many people ask many, many questions, and that's what it's all about, is to educate others about the community you're just passing through. In the future, I hope we are able to connect with the Andover Redbud Path, because obviously we want our bike paths to continue into our smaller communities. What greater time to celebrate than May? May is Bike Month, so we invite everyone to come on board. And at this time, I'll take questions if you have any of those. So you'll ask questions on Saturday, right? Thank you all so much for being here.